based on the popular game Among Us, which I have not played for myself because I don't really have any friends. I have actually played Among Us now with friends, so you can stop telling me that I don't need friends to play Among Us, because I have played Among Us now. Okay. Hello, it is I, the Wonchops, and welcome to another edition of Behind the Scenes. Yeah, sort of like the show yourself video I did for CG5 was quite well received, and it's thanks to that I'm back at partner status on the old YouTube channel. Yeah, I got asked to make another one, so we're gonna take a look at it. Now, just to let you know, I was actually given permission to use the music in my behind the scenes video, but I'm not going to. I just like being able to just casually go through it while I play my own music. So, okay, let's switch over to the fancy video analysis cam. Look at the monkey go! Woo! Here we have the animatic. First things first, this is animated in Adobe Animate, which other people may know as Adobe Flash or Macromedia Flash if you go way back. Yeah, I'm too stubborn to learn anything else, and everything I do want to learn, it doesn't run properly on my computer. For some reason, I need a new computer. Here we have the animatic. Basically just shows you the scenes that I will later draw in a program called Clip Studio Paint. And then we go to a dead body. I decided that since everyone was going to be wearing hats, I should give the first body a hat. So I decided to make it a cap instead of just the body there, and then just sort of like introduce the cap in like a family photo shown on one of the screens. And then we have a dude. I decided to take out the cigarette just to make things a bit more easier to animate. Yeah, the cigarette smoke you got is an asset I reused from Astaf Movie 13, but I'll get into how I made that later. Dead body, as you do. I decided to sort of like use the main body found visual rather than just bits of it, just because it's easier to copy and paste and then recolor bits and stuff. Finger snapping. Yeah, it's the bit that gets everyone pumping. It was a tricky thing to nail down, because one thing, I have only my hand for reference, so you need to figure out how the finger moves and stuff. And also, you gotta figure out how to make it work for a hand that has 4 fingers, as tends to be my art style, so it's always tricky figuring out how to do kinds of that. Here we reach our first thing that I screwed up in the final, in that the chef character starts off as cyan and then midway through becomes white. That is purely on my short-term memory being a piece of crap. And also me and CG5 are just bad at QC. So yeah, more snapping, skipping voting, and then this bit's pretty much the same as it is in the final. Yeah, fancy bit of FBF I did in this bit. Sus me. Here we get to one of my first Wonchop brand obscure references, and that is a game that came out a little while ago called Mad Rat Dead. And it is a great game that you should all just play. And it really needs more attention because it's stuck in that Japanese public roost that's too obscure for AAA but too pricey for indie. So it's definitely worth playing for the story and the music and all that good things. I won't say it's perfect because it's definitely got a lot of bullcrap moments, but you should definitely play it. And here's good old pointing. So, interrogation scene, egg. Yep, and that's about the same. Yep, that's the same. Yep. Don't go lying, don't go lying. Being me, I had to get in another Mad Rat Dead reference. This time, I actually showed off a game that has the same gameplay as Mad Rat Dead, but instead features my original furry OC called Bunny Cat. It's something I created like ages ago for like a character design contest on DeviantArt or something. Made a few things with him and then didn't really touch him again, but I do include references to him every now and again. Sneaky. Yellow equals egg. Yep. Oh no, he's found a dead body! So yeah, this bit I was gonna do like how they introduced the class trials in Danganronpa, but I decided just for the sake of easy copy pasting I would just reuse the body discovery bit and just recolor the things. So yeah, more clicking, and as the astute of you may have noticed, the testimony bit is taken from Ace Attorney. So yeah, these flash stills were done in Clip Studio Paint as well, just because it's easier than figuring out how to draw the rooms and stuff. So my original plan was to have a sort of like a guy playing the saxophone when the saxophone kicks in this bit, but I realized that saxophones are probably a pain in the ass to draw, so I just ended up cutting them out. Egg. Oh yes, you know I had to get in the breathing bit from the last video. Why does CG5 like to go into his songs anyway? I understand that, but it does make for good visual gags. This one I wasn't really sure what to do in terms of making it interesting, so what I did was I recycled the finger snap animation and then just sort of like made 3 of them to tie in with the triple check lyric, I am the smarts. And then postcard, yeah, pretty much the same, except I replaced wish you were here with wish you were this, pointing to the dead body. And I also made the body purple because I hadn't used purple in the end. So more rats again. This one is from a British board video game called Rap Rat. I forget if I've actually played it myself. I was definitely more into the Star Wars Next Generation video board game. I was too much of a wuss to play Atmosphere, but sort of like, yeah, Rap Rat is a video board game, and you have to do what he says because he's Rap Rat and he's the boss. And I just added a bit in the final where Mad Rat is still then just wondering what the heck he is. More recycled animation! Yay! So I did kind of flip the animation in the storyboard, but I decided that not to do it in the final because it would take a bit too much tweaking. But what I did add was the little beans showing up at the blah and whoo bits just for visual variety. Yeah, so I was going to make a big pun about don't go lion and don't go lion and maybe work in a Henry Stickmin reference, but I decided not to, again, for the sake of time. Oh yeah, so here we go. Yeah, I'm a simp for VTubers, specifically one called Pikami, who is a half Japanese, half American VTuber, and her streams are absolutely hilarious. And what's pretty funny that I only just realized today is I make it so that Yellow the Egg is watching the Pikami stream, and I realized watching Pikami's Among Us stream today on the 23rd of November that she actually plays as the yellow with a fried egg on her hat. Yeah, that was an interesting coincidence. As you can see, it's the pink party girl in the animatic, but, you know, spoilers. And then this shot was going to be sort of like Goggle looking at him suspiciously, but again, I just decided to recycle stuff for the sake of pacing. And yeah, this is a doodle in the final. And then more dead bodies. Yes, a lot of people on doing sort of like, how are they skipping voting too much? Well, they're nice people, okay? They like to believe in the good of society. This one was going to be him holding 2 notebooks, but again, I took that out just to make the animation simpler. Dead egg redemption. I do regret not remembering that I put sussy side up. That's a good pun, and I just put sus. Like the dumbass I am. And yes, indeed, you weren't crazy. There is indeed a Danganronpa reference at 2:16. And this is very much my own reference. I don't think CG5 knew any of the references I was putting into this going into it. And I just felt like this was a good way to work in that freestyle rap and stuff. And funnily enough, I did manage to find that the font they use in the English version of the first 2 Danganronpa games is actually a default Windows font called Poor Richard. Yeah, that's pretty neat. And yeah, the lyrics just fly by. And she's like, She's like, And here, this is what we call being too lazy to put on a whole bunch of shots in the animatic to save time. And I was kind of unsure how to go about this scene towards the end of production, but then I just realized I could just take all the assets I've been using so far in the animation and just placing them in different things and just have a little pulsing background to make it a bit more intense. Back off! And yeah, sort of like, she's a bit sort of like, oh, that's pretty sus. In the final, I made it a bit more that she felt betrayed and stuff, and that leads to Pink accusing him. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention back then that the in one of the shots, I accidentally misaligned it, so there's like a white bar at the top of the screen, and I always miss those, and they're a pain in the ass. But yeah. Guy in the vault, this goes as planned, and then I totally screwed up the 180 rule on this one because she's looking to the right but Gens gets attacked from the left. Yep, it was Pink all along. Oh no. She gets attacked, he gets free, and she's like, man. Yeah, a bit of frame by frame animation there just to show off, which was made a bit harder, but because I decided to make her crack a visor. And then I throw pages, and then I drew a bunch of doodles on there just to show off. Yeah, and for this bit, I decided to use Adobe Animate's paintbrush tool, which is kind of like you draw lines and they do a preset brush layout, which makes some interesting effects, don't get me wrong, but it's so damn finicky when you're drawing over a stylus because sometimes it just decides to keep on drawing the line until you take your stylus like 50 feet away from the screen. Yeah, that is annoying when you're trying to frame by frame things, but it's a good effect to use, and that's what I also use for sort of like the scribbles on the doodle pad, the cigarettes animation, which again I took from Asta Movie 13, and the bit where she attacks with the knife, and she go bye-bye. There's the good old turtle ship, which is pretty much the only asset I used from Show Yourself aside from the stars in the background. She go bye-bye. After that, there's just the blank still, which would have icons in it, except for some reason, because of the aspect ratio we decided to go with, the super widescreen, it doesn't let you put on the end cards, which is a bit of annoying, because that's where I assume most of the people go to find the subscribers, because like, what's the description, eh?
Also, something I didn't mention while recording was that CG5 was originally planning to put a color filter over the animation to make it look more like a film noir kind of thing, but for whatever reason didn't do that outside of a slight flicker.
So yes, that was Lying to Me. And if you haven't seen it yet, you can go see it wherever my hands may be. And if you haven't subscribed to me yet, you can subscribe to me here. You can also check me out on Twitch and Twitter. And until the next time I see you, I shall see you next time. Bye-bye.